Has someone ever told you, oh, you need to get in the zone, or I was in my zone and it was so amazing? Well, today I'm going to share a way that anybody can use to find their zone. Now, there's many zones we live in life. This zone that we live in many times is called the comfort zone. This is where we do what we know how to do. We don't improve upon it. We don't push the envelope at all. We kind of just let life happen and stay stagnant. Now, outside of this comfort zone is a zone that's called the big, scary panic zone. This is where we freak out because we're out of our comfort zone. For example, I work with an organization called Toastmasters that does training and helps us grow with public speaking, communicating, leadership. And one thing I've seen many times is you can take someone who's never spoken in front of people or doesn't like to, put them in front of a crowd. That is the panic zone. You can see it all over their face. The muscles tighten. The forehead starts sweating. Their palms are sweating. They start breathing really shallow up here instead of breathing from their stomach. Their heart's racing, just a million miles an hour. And their brain shifts into fight, flight, or freeze mode, meaning 90% of their brain shuts down. They're in front of a crowd, can't find a word to say. Words that would just fluidly flow out in a relaxed conversation now are nowhere to be found. And it's a terrible place to be in. I've been there. This panic zone is where you freak out. But what's amazing is right here, there is a zone that is called the learning zone. This is the learning zone where you have growth, which is so important. This is where you grow in this learning zone. And now, many neurologists will tell you that our brains are designed to learn. And many times as real estate agents, we're maybe getting thrown into a panic zone. We have a listing presentation that just went AWOL and we're just beating ourselves up. We started falling apart. We started panicking. Well, you know what we can do is we can reel it back into the learning zone. And how we can do that is we can go to colleagues, to other agents in our office, friends, family, and we can help them. They can help us as we describe what happened. And we can kind of not relive that moment, but we can review that moment. And many times we'll realize the whole presentation that we did for the listing wasn't terrible. There was maybe two parts that didn't get connected well. So that means one part needs to be improved upon. And when that part gets improved upon, the two parts of the listing presentation can connect, making it much better. But we only do that by learning. We've all heard it. You need to learn from your mistakes. Well, we can learn from our mistakes when we get into the panic zone, but we can learn from everything we do, from how we sit at our desk, our posture. If we're having back problems, it may be how we're typing at our computer or looking at our screens. There's things we do every day that we can learn from. And when we bring it back to the learning zone, and when we live as much as we can in this learning zone, we actually have sustainable growth. Many times we can throw a Hail Mary into the panic zone and get lucky. But I've seen many agents and people in business do that, and then they can never repeat the success. And we all know the best success is the one that is repeatable, that can help us grow. But things we learn in the learning zone, our brain actually stores them away and they become second nature. And here's the really cool thing that happens, is now as we learn, our learning zone grows and starts taking away our panic zone. But then this becomes comfort zone, which is just second nature. So continued learning is where it's at. And then, of course, it broadens the panic zone and so on. It's like a tree growing, ring after ring. It has sustainable growth. So as real estate agents in business and in life, as we learn, as we grow, we actually live a healthier, happier, and a much more profitable life. Neurologists will tell you that your brain, my brain, is designed to grow. It's designed to continually grow and learn until the day we die. So by having your brain in a learning state of mind, you will live a happier life, a healthier life, and you will enjoy business much more. So today, I encourage you, think about what you're doing and learn from it. Get into that mindset where you say, okay, I'm going to go through today and I'm going to learn not only what I did bad or not as good, but what I did well. Because I want to excel at what I'm doing well and I want to decrease on what I could improve upon. Only way we do that is learning, and the only way we learn is having our mind in a position where it's not stressed and flooded with cortisol, which is the chemical that gets released when we're in that panic zone. So when we're in that happy zone, when we're in that zone, our zone is when we can learn. So go out today, learn and grow, and live a happier, healthier life, and have a better business.